Everybody stop. Wipe the G Fuel off your upper lip. You don't need to be snorting it anymore. I'm gonna be telling you the only 4 things you'll ever need to get better at Apex, and the last one is probably the most overlooked and probably the most important out of all 4 of these things, okay? You're gonna see a trend with all 4 of these tips, and that's for a reason, okay? If you do this correctly, you're gonna get better, and you're gonna get better fast. So let's get straight into it. Number 1, this is not only very important, but this is also one of my biggest pet peeves in this game. You need to pick 2 legends, and you need to stick with those 2 legends the entire time you're playing, okay? I don't care if you drop in and die instantly 10 matches in a row, okay? Stop changing legends. I never understood the people that bragged about being able to play every legend at a decent level, okay? You can only play 1 legend per match, all right? It doesn't make sense. You don't need to be able to play every legend. You need to master a couple legends. Pick 2 and then play with them the entire time, okay? The more you play with them, the better you're gonna get with them. It's not only about how to use your ultimate or how to use your tactical, it's also the speed that you can do it. All right, when it becomes second nature, you don't even have to think about this stuff, and that is what changes immensely from the lower ranks to the higher ranks. Number 2, I told you you're gonna see a trend, and that's for a reason. You need to be using the same 2 to maybe 3 guns, all right? And practice them in the firing range. Warm up in the firing range with 2 to 3 guns. You really just need to master those 2 guns. Everything about it, from the recoil control to the time to kill to even the speed at which it swaps the weapons, okay? Repetition is going to be key. And a little bonus tip that goes along with this one, push yourself at what ranges you try to kill people with that weapon. You'll be surprised, all right? I know you have a Volt, it's an SMG. Even if you think the enemy is too far to shoot with a Volt, just try. I promise you're gonna be surprised, and if you do miss bullets, eventually you're gonna get used to it, and those are gonna hit. Number 3, sticking with the same theme, you need to be landing at the same POIs every single match if you can. Again, I don't care if you land and you die immediately 27 times in a row. The beginning of the match is the most important point of the match in the entire game. It's the easiest and best time to get kills, but that also means it's the easiest and best time for enemies to kill you. It takes less bullets because of the Evo system, and it takes a shorter time to kill in the beginning of the match than it does at the end of the match. And so you need to increase the survivability, and the number 1 way to do that is map knowledge. You need to treat every single fight of a battle royale like a normal multiplayer match. All right, you're in a map, and whoever wins that match. And then if you continue, you move on to the next match, okay? That's what it is. I'm sure all of you guys have played something like Call of Duty, Valorant, CSGO. Map knowledge makes a massive difference. And finally, number 4, something that is completely overlooked, and it's so important. If you pay attention, basically our theme was repetition, all right? Repetition is what is going to make you more comfortable in the game, and when you're comfortable, that's going to allow you to get more kills and faster kills, okay? So we've had repetitions with your legends, we've had repetitions with your guns, we've had repetitions with your POIs or your map knowledge on a micro scale. Now we need repetition of combat. The best way to do that is mixtape playlist, okay? Every day you need to be warming up with mixtape playlists. You are going to be able to get into 10 times as many gunfights, if not more, than you are if you just played in the BR mode. Stop warming up straight into pubs. You need to go from the shooting range with the 3 weapons that I told you need to focus on to the mixtape playlist, getting into as many gunfights as you can, then to a couple matches of pubs, landing in those specific POIs. I know pubs rotates more frequently than ranked. You're just gonna have to pick a couple POIs in each map and then go from there, and then go into ranked. And even when you're in ranked, you're still practicing, okay? Make sure you're still playing with the same guns, landing in the same POIs, and using the same legends. Again, repetition is key, not just on a micro scale, not just when you practice, but in the grand scale, okay? Season. I promise you, if you do these things and you look at the skill level you're playing with in the beginning of the season to what you're playing at the end of the season, it's going to be a massive difference, okay? If you made it this far, thank you so much. I'm going into just my 2nd week of making long form content, and I've had an absolute blast coming up with ideas and making the videos. And thank you for all the support. My first couple weeks have been amazing. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm turning this shit off.